The Salton Sea, a colossal and enigmatic body of water nestled in the heart of California. From its puzzling existence to the tales of lost treasures, the Salton Sea holds a mysterious charm that beckons us to unravel its mysteries. Join us as we venture into the depths of this watery wasteland and witness a landscape that reveals remarkable resilience in nature. This is our adventure around the Salton Sea. All right, so we are stopped on the side of the road. Bryson, why'd we stop? There is this really nice driveway leading up to the Demler Brothers egg farm, and this is a common stopping point for us because of car sickness for the little man. So I'm gonna hang out here for a few minutes and then get on the road, and the goal is the Salton Sea. We'll make it today. The Salton Sea was first depicted to me as an agricultural nightmare born from man's greed and foolish desire to farm the desert. The story was that early canals built to bring water to the surrounding farmlands were breached by river flooding in 1905 and the sea was created. The reality is that flooding has caused this sea to form and reform for millennia. In fact, it was here as recently as 400 years ago when rumor has it a Spanish treasure ship sailed in from the Sea of Cortez and was lost as it looked for passage. Sometimes now, as we wander in this desert, we find ourselves looking for its treasure. Although today, instead, we found travelers in need of a winch. All right, Brody, so the situation is this guy got stuck. Are you in neutral? He's in neutral, Brody, so come over here. Here's what I want you to do. Just kind of stops the whole thing for a minute. All right, go ahead, do it some more. There you go. Go slow. Good job. Nice work, Brody. Coming another few feet here. I bet she's good. All right, they're free. Sleeper in the back. We are chasing sunlight now. We stopped and rescued some folks that were stuck in the sand. Just kind of quickly winched them out, but it always takes a few minutes. And now, with the sun going down at 4:45 out here, it's going to be probably getting dark. It might even be dark by the time we make camp because we are going to a spot we've never been. Don't really know how to get there. It's a common situation we find ourselves in. Looking forward to it. That's why we got lights, big lights. I didn't know we had bison around here. You want me to drop your window so you can see them? Another word for bison, buffalo. The Native Americans would use them for food and their leather, make clothes. Such a big animal. Once upon a time, a staggering 30 million of these majestic creatures roamed the vast plains and prairies. Yet, by the 1880s, we had killed all but 1,000. The story of the American bison is one of resilience and near extinction, a parallel to the Salton Sea itself. Just as the bison teetered on the brink of disaster, the Salton Sea faces its own challenges. Through human intervention, the protective boundaries of our national parks and reserves allowed the buffalo to rebound to approximately 30,000 of these formidable beasts. And like the buffalo, without human intervention, this sea will be a disaster of its own. Why do you think they are pushing their heads together like that? They're trying to decide who's the boss. They push each other, and whoever wins the pushing match is the strongest. Kind of like you and Bryson when you guys are wrestling. So the plan for today and tomorrow and the next day is to circumnavigate the Salton Sea. We are going to be going up to the western north part of it, and we're actually going to be camping in a spot we've never been. It's pretty stoked to check that out. So I hear there's water and fish in it, middle of the desert. Who knows, we'll see. From there, we will continue on, maybe make it to Bombay Beach, maybe to some other sites out here. In the end, we will have gone completely around the Salton Sea. Going over the northern end of the sea, what was once dry desert turns into the lush green farmland of Coachella Valley. Similar to the farmland south of the sea, this farmland relies on a canal to maintain its existence. The road that we're following took us to this, which is pretty interesting. No fences or anything like that. There's Salton Sea out there. We have come around it. That's Anza on the other side. We're heading up this way. We're looking for a place. I hope it's real. You never know. Reading those old maps, sometimes places end up not existing anymore. But I thought this water was pretty cool. We've seen the powerful impact of man-made water today, but there is also naturally occurring water here, and we set out to find it. You want this flashlight? All right, you're gonna take the scorpion flashlight. It's already on. And you just shine it on the ground, not in your face. There you go. You look for scorpions. Brody's got his main light. I have a pretty powerful light as well on my head. Look how the moon is coming through these palm trees. Our camp is back over there.
What's the color?
Your color's purple. And look guys, is this water over here? This is what's called a desert oasis. And an oasis is a place where there's probably a spring. And do you see any fish in there or anything? Everyone be quiet for a second. Shh. Shh. Do you hear the water running? Shh. Listen. Oh, it's right there, look.
Wow.
That is magical. In that water.
Take a picture.
It is a little paradise. Oh, look, there's fish.
Where?
Look in the water.
I see. Look on the duck cage.
And look at these little tiny fish.
Look, boyfriend.
What a neat place we found. And the stagecoaches back in the day would come here, let their horses drink the water. Maybe they would take some dates off of these palm trees, and then they would continue on their way.
They're itty bitty fish.
Yeah, they're tiny. All right. Yep, we sure can.
Are you following me and going to ride?
I'm following you, Bryson.
Are you doing what I'm doing?
I'm doing exactly what you're doing. We are just miles and miles away from anywhere. It took us quite a while to get here. And it's a pretty bumpy road. Not major obstacles, just bumps. And look, they have this cool little thing set up for us. You want me to get to the Legos, Brody?
What?
You want me to get the Legos?
Yeah.
And then Bryson can play with Legos too on his table, all right? So this is a scorpion light. Have you guys found any scorpions? Did you guys look? They look way up in there. I didn't see any scorpions. A little trash and stuff, but no scorpions. Going on a scorpion hunt. I'm looking for a scorpion. Found one!
Where?
Oh, no. It's Bryson. While we didn't find any here, we often do find scorpions. They have a unique exoskeleton composed of a protein called chitin that fluoresces under UV lights. Nobody seems to know what purpose this serves, but UV scorpion hunting makes for an entertaining nighttime activity and helps us avoid accidentally feeling the sting of these nocturnal nomads. All right, Bryson, you know how to floss?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
I got it.
Here, Bryson. This is yours. Who wants a flosser?
Me.
Here you go. I have these solar-powered and rechargeable motion sensors that I use to set up a perimeter around a camp when we're camping by ourselves. You can probably see about how far away the Jeep is. I don't know, maybe 50 yards. It's pretty far. These supposedly go about a quarter mile. I usually put them about this far away. Road coming in, the other end of the road coming in. There happens to be another side road coming in this way. It's pretty rough terrain around us, so I don't think people would be walking around without making a bunch of noise. And then I like to put one just close to the Jeep so that I kind of know, if these guys don't wake me up, I've got one last chance to wake up. And so what I'm going to do is I'll find a spot off the road, because I have had one run over before, and I'm going to put it in kind of a dark spot, but just so you know, it does actually light up. A little red flash happens when it senses motion. So it's not a completely stealth system, but it does what I need it to do, which is wake me up if something's approaching. And sometimes it's just a mountain lion, which is, I've had that happen, and that was cool, and I'm glad it woke me up to see that. But anyways, this is something that I set up around every time we're by ourselves. I sleep so much better now that I have the system. And if you can't by yourself, you should get one. Great question for me. What's up, pal?
What are you doing?
Setting up the motion sensors.
Still?
Well, I decided to come out and make a video about it too.
Why?
Because sometimes people want to know about it. Alright. Hey, what are you doing? Crazy, man. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I remember the bug.
There's a monster out here. Well, good morning. We're awake. It's about 6 in the morning. Sun's not quite up yet. It comes up, I think, around 6:20 or so. Got one still sleeping up top, and somebody's already started building something. Quiet night. It got a little bit windy around 4 a.m. or so. Set off one of the motion sensors, woke up one of the boys, but we were all settled, within 20 minutes or so. Up there is a pretty well-known Eagle Mountain Trestle. We're actually going to drive up in there and look for that trestle.
Here we are camping. See if you could see all of the stuff around. Like Daddy.
Flying the drone. I'm so excited to explore this oasis now. Last night was kind of scary, all dark, right? Hey, what's this sign over here, by the way? Oh, be careful of snakes. Rattlesnakes are found in this area. Let's see the water, guys.
I want to see that waterfall.
Listen for the waterfall. Do you hear the waterfall?
It's over here.
Let's go. It's a hot spring. Why? What did you find?
M&M bag.
An M&M bag? Let's pick it up and take it out of here.
It's the water.
Oh, that should not be here. Let's take it. Clean up a little bit wherever we go, right? Let's follow this water and see where it goes, Bryson.
Dad.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I think somebody must have dug this.
What?
I wonder if somebody dug it.
Why?
It's like somebody kind of dug the water path so that it goes to the trees, and I think that way the trees continue to grow. So it's like somebody's helped this place become green like it is. Pretty neat. And look, here's a baby tree starting to grow. Bryson found some poop. What kind of poop is this, guys?
Deer.
I don't think deer. Deer is usually a little bit more pellety. What do you think that is, Bryson? Who's poop? Maybe coyote? Interesting, huh?
Look, Bryson, it's a baby.
Jump! You made it. All right. Whatever that fruit is, that is what those seeds are. You see those? See the fruits up there, Birdie? These are California palms. All right, those are the little fruits of the tree.
Dad,
Yeah.
Native Americans eat them?
These fruit? Yeah. Eat
How
them.
did they get up there?
They probably made a ladder.
How?
Out of a bunch of sticks. Or maybe they climbed up. We're gonna try and get some of these berries. Do I just knock them down? Maybe I can. Let's see, I'm gonna have to put the camera down for this. Okay, what does it taste like though?
Figs.
Figs? All right, so this is the fruit from the California palm from that oasis over there, which we found so much of it, right? All right, I'm gonna try it right now. It does taste like a dried fig. It's got some nutritional value, I can tell.
I would eat it.
Bryson, do you want to try the berry?
Yeah.
What do you think, Bryson? Is it good?
How about where
Spit out the seed, Bryson. We are packed up, ready to roll. Just realized I haven't locked up my iCamper, so not quite ready to roll, but we're close. And there's another oasis way down there we're going to check out. And then we're going to make our way to Eagle Mountain Trestle and check that out, which we've never been there. I hear they're tearing it down for parts. I don't know if that's true or not, but if they are, we want to see it before it's gone and climb around on it or try to maybe fly the first-person drone through there. And overall, just kind of be off-road for a little while. There you can see the sea in the distance. We take this pretty seriously. So we made it to the train tracks. They've been tearing up the railroad tracks out here. Got a bunch of people riding by on razors. It's about to get real dusty up in here. Obviously, we're worried. This could mean that the trestle's gone as well. This is our destination. This is a good view of the Eagle Mountain Trestle. This was a private railroad built by the Kaiser Iron Company back in the 40s to move their iron ore. And now they're in the process of dismantling it. Get out here and see it while you can. Are you sure we can do this in the Jeep?
No, I meant let's hike up there.
You want to hike up there?
Dad, I don't want to slip over. We just came up this pretty steep hill. Brody wants to see if we can walk down it. There's the trestle in the distance. Is it steep? Alright, Brody is slipping and sliding down the road we just came up, which is a pretty steep road. It got me nervous. From up here, which we are pretty high up, you can see pretty much all of the Salton Sea. Anza, Borrego way over there. And the southern part. That's where we're headed next. We're going to go to Bombay Beach, which is right about out there. See what the art looks like nowadays. Just don't fall now. All right, nice hike. Was it easier than you thought or harder?
Easier.
All right. It's always impossible to show the perspective, but basically we're on this hill that is, I mean, it's going really far down, but it doesn't, you can't capture that on camera. You can slip and slide down the hill. I realize how close I am to the Jeep and how high it is, and this isn't even the steepest part of it yet. I'm gonna throw the drone up for this and just kind of skid down the hill in 4 low. Drone is landed. Cool looking rocks. All right, let's see what we find. To the next spot. On this trip, we're learning there's more water in the desert than we knew. Some of this water will keep you alive, and some of it will kill you. The desert might seem abandoned and desolate, but there's life everywhere you look. Our path back to the Salton Sea took us once again past the Coachella Canal. This canal branches off the All-American Canal and carries water 122 miles from the Colorado River to the Coachella Valley. This canal system was built in 1938 by the same crew that built the Hoover Dam 2 years earlier. This freshwater canal carries approximately a fifth of the volume of the Salton Sea every year, with over 1 million acre-feet of water delivered annually. We are headed right now to a place called Bombay Beach. Used to be a town where people lived, maybe 1,000 or 2. Now it's only a couple hundred. People that are living there now are artists, so they make big artistic things. They put a swing out in the water, stuff like that. Stop for a quick break. You can see the sea going all the way from the top of those mountains down past the horizon. It's a pretty big body of water. The smell is not terrible. You can smell it, but it's not terrible. The decaying life in the Salton Sea emits the rotten egg smell of hydrogen sulfide year-round and can sometimes reach levels high enough to cause respiratory symptoms in the few people that live on its shores. All right, Bombay Beach is down that way. Let's go find it. On the eastern side of the sea, the beach is vast, and to get to it, you just turn off the road and head over the sand berm. But be careful. The sand can be unexpectedly deep, and there are dangerous drop-offs to avoid. Wow, what a throw! Hey, no, not an interception! Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 35, 40, 45, 130, 135, 140, 140!
That's how much?
Yeah, 140. You eating some lunch?
Yeah.
What is it? So this spot that we are standing in right now was underwater on Google Maps. Shows you how far the water's receded in the last couple years. And it continues to shrink. From what I understand, this place is just shrinking like crazy. While the lake's formation might not be due to man's actions, much of its toxicity is. For years, the watery runoff from the farmlands surrounding this lake filled it with DDT and Agent Orange, and by 1986, health officials warned people to stop eating the fish. Soon after, the fish began to die on their own, filling the shores with toxic biological waste. As the sea died, so did the communities around it. I don't know how the solution will come, but we need to neutralize these chemicals before the sea dries up and toxic dust clouds start to poison the land. As we drove south on the sands of the Salton Sea, the dunes of the nearly abandoned town of Bombay Beach opened up to reveal their decaying art. These metal structures are no match for the salty air, but still an unexpected burst of creativity amidst the vast bleached landscape.
Yeah, there really is a swing out in the Salton Sea.
Pushing deeper into the town, we found the abandoned drive-in theater, a monument to nostalgia. Rows of empty cars, silently sitting as a reminder of times gone by. Bombay Beach was once a vibrant resort town in the 1950s, now weathered by time and the unforgiving elements. Its faded glory tells stories of a place that refuses to be forgotten.
Welcome to Slab City. Let's check it out. Broken glass. You think someone go to the bathroom in here? Ew.
Yeah.
All right, come on back, Bryson.
Slab City is an abandoned World War II training base east of the Salton Sea where folks now come to live off-grid. Within a few minutes of being here, I decided it wasn't a good place to wander around with kids, so we stopped by one man's monument-turned-tourist attraction and quickly left.
I think this is a lot of folks' destination. You guys don't want to get out and check out this colorful mountain? Bryson, do you see the rainbows over there?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we were in Slab City for a hot minute. It was dirty, there were broken glass, and we got the heck out of there. If we'll be back, probably not.
In the sun-scorched expanse of the southern Salton Sea, the desert transforms. Miles of farmland stretch across this arid landscape, nurturing crops of alfalfa for cows, as well as the fruits and vegetables that we eat. This arable oasis owes its existence to the all-American canal that the Coachella Canal branches from. From here, it's 80 miles to the Colorado River. With a staggering flow of over 3 million acre-feet of water annually, the all-American canal rivals the watery volume of the sea itself.
I don't know what's so impressive about this much hay, but just felt like I had to stop and check it out.
Having nearly completed our trip around the Salton Sea, we headed into Anza Borrego State Park to make camp in a familiar wash, meet up with friends, and spend some quality time around the campfire.
This campsite has, an area to hang out. You could potentially put a rig right here. I would back the Jeep up and just put a little block. This is like a little side thing, which I wouldn't mind blocking off at all. And then put the other two rigs like here. Beautiful view. Not a bad spot. We ran into a friend of ours and he's trying to meet us out here. They haven't showed up yet. I climbed up one of these rocks and got some cell service, called him. He said they're on their way. Whatever you do, don't let it touch the ground. Catch on fire, blow it out, blow it out. Crouch check, crouch check. Friends have found us, all is well. There is an entrance this way.
Are they here yet?
Yeah, you're here.
Let's get going.
That's why I want to see it. It looks really hard. All right, I heard Gabriel's over here cooking steak.
What's up?
So you're set up. Oh man, this is so sweet. These drawers and everything.
It's yeah, my buddy and I, he actually built it out and he had it on his Jeep, sold it, and passed it on.
Let me do the cast iron for the steak.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Some butter. Boom.
This is smelling so good.
Here we go, man.
Yeah, this is the overlander's dream right here. Let's see what's going on up in this area. Wow, you guys are drawing such cool stuff. You too, Bryson?
Yeah, I got it.
Rainbows, and you cut them really well. Good job.
Good to be out here, man. Thanks for having us. Thanks for inviting us too.
Oh man, yeah. Adds a full fun dynamic.
Dad, look. I made an airplane. People airplane.
Cool, Brody.
Dad,
Brody.
I want to fly down.
Coming in after a couple of days alone in the desert, the boys, myself included, were happy to have some friends around to share it with. We get out here and a lot of times we're just kind of doing the same thing. Now they're going to remember the time that they were here and hung out with you guys.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Community's huge out here. So we are up. It is coffee time. The boys were climbing these rocks all day yesterday and today. It was funny. We started our morning with a couple of them climbing up there and getting stuck and freaking out. So we rescued them. This campsite is so wonderful. Breakfast is a little bit of a group effort. I already had bacon and hot dogs for the boys. And I hear there's some really good bacon at the camp next door, so we'll go check it out. You just let her play in the sand?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. The sand is great too, because it's not really dirty, you know? Because that's so chunky.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I brought over some potatoes.
Perfect.
You want just to put them somewhere? It's like a mask. You found your shade.
Yeah.
We will. Sandstone Canyon is going to have walls that go up over 100 feet. And so it'll be shady in there. Yeah. I've turned the Jeep sideways for shade. One thing about this spot is you can climb up and the road actually goes by. Just had some vehicles pass through. You can see the dust. They're pretty well protected back here. Is that the tsunami warning?
Daddy, what are you playing?
Tsunami! I'm here doing inspection, and this is the third time. I broke the factory sway bar link. I have broken an aftermarket one. This is the second one, and they're breaking. So I don't know what's going on there. Why my sway bar links keep breaking. Within a couple hours of sunrise, things began to heat up, and we broke camp to find the shade of Sandstone Canyon. I love his tire on top. The tire on top makes it legit, you know? Part of our fun was the challenge of taking a 2003 Chevy Astro down the trail without getting it stuck. Anza Borrego State Park is vast with many unexplored canyons, but the crown jewel is indisputably Sandstone Canyon. This canyon branches off of Fish Creek Wash, so named because it was a small creek full of desert pupfish for thousands of years until a massive storm in 1914 washed all the fish into the Salton Sea and reworked the land into a dry wash. Nice. Next time we're going to bring like a Honda Odyssey up here. Oh, beautiful. Nice. The tall, smooth walls of Sandstone Canyon itself were formed millions of years ago by grains of sand deposited here as the mighty Colorado River carved the Grand Canyon's walls. Periodic flooding has now made a spectacular slot canyon that changes every year with the winter rains. See who's driving this. Is it Dahlia? Oh, you're so good at driving this. You drove right through there? Wow. Brody, point to the anticline. Nice. Do you see where the rock is bent, Bryson? It's like the Jeep ran into it and just bent it all up, right? What a beautiful day. This is Split Mountain, and mountains split when there's massive amounts of force. And in this case, it jumbled up all of the rocks. So you can see it was like all flat before, and then all of a sudden in comes pressure and it bends the rock into this cool arch. No, there's no lava here. It's the end of the day, everybody's airing up. What are you doing? Are you gonna take a bath today? All right, there's your dirt angel. I totally see it. You're an artist, my friend. 25, 30, 35, that's good enough. All right, so the question is, what's going on with your tire pressures? One of them's not reading, then it is reading. You don't trust the numbers coming out of them.
Right, yeah.
All right, so we both have 2013 JKs, and the tire sensors actually have a small little battery in them, like a watch battery. And mine, just on a Death Valley trip not that long ago, my rear tire stopped sensing it. It said 56, 42, 30, 18, 56, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was 0. And what it was the battery ran out. I don't know why the desert heat caused it to go out, but it was on that trip that it went out.
Okay.
And so if you're having trouble with them, my guess is, like mine, 2013, we're probably at the end of our tire sensor's life. So we go show them the dinosaurs. Our favorite last stop on the way home is the dinosaur sculptures around Borrego Springs, which, if you haven't seen them, you should. And if you have, you know they never seem to grow old. A little known fact is that, with the exception of a giant sea serpent, all of these animals once lived here.
And did you know that there were giant sloths that can grow to be 20 feet there?
We did it. We're tired, we're dirty, we're headed home. We circumnavigated it. Do you know what that means?
Mm-mm.
It means we drove all the way around it. Pretty full weekend. It's good times. And we found food. Everybody say, Salton Sea! Salton Sea! As the sun dipped below the horizon, we reflected on the profound journey through the enigmatic Salton Sea. The desert had unveiled its treasures. Resilience thrived in the fish surviving in arid lands, crops flourishing without natural water, and the unconventional souls of Slab City. Amidst the harshest landscape, a hidden oasis in the decaying art of Bombay Beach blossomed. We embrace the fragile ecosystems, revere the desert's hidden gems, and celebrate the indomitable spirit of life. The enigmatic Salton Sea has left a mark and changed our perspective with its mysterious charm.